For the young, for the old, for everyone in between.
We got everything going on today. We've got fragrance, we've got color, we've got pest resistance, and we got brand new.
Da, 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 da. Speaking of brand new, nice
Yes.
transition. This is new to the collection within 2 weeks to Cottage Farms. This particular summer sangria or Prince Charming, this is a choice of here. Butterfly Bush is on a special featured price of $22 and change and on free shipping and handling. So would you like the deep wine color or the Prince Charming, which is more of a hot claret in front of me?
And they're real close together in color, but it's a way to add finesse to the garden. You know, sometimes people are really obvious about, you know, this color and that color. So there's it obviously that they're different from one another. This is more of a watercolor wash, and I love that differentiation. And what I'm looking at right here, this is the summer sangria right here. It's a deep wine red. The blooms are 10 inches long. It's the next generation of butterfly bushes because they're tidy. These are only 3.5 to 4 feet tall, the shrubs themselves. They're not the tall, leggy mess. This is a gorgeous representation of what you can have with the silver foliage. So there's the wine colored one. Then Prince Charming.
Most limited.
He's over here. You can tell he's up to no good.
Oh,
no good.
Prince Charming. I
but
thought
you
he
couldn't
was perfect.
resist. You couldn't resist.
You cannot resist. And this, by the way, more than 50,000, no, I'm sorry, more than 4,000. Wow, that was a difference. We started with this season. Fewer than 1,500 remain in both of these butterfly bushes. The Prince Charming that we have in front of us right here that we're pointing to now, and that hot claret is by far the most limited. How many of Prince Charming? I'm sorry, Tony? 450 now remain. So I would buy these now, reserve these now.
Yes.
These will ship to you when they're ready to go in the pot or the ground?
In the pot or the ground, but what I liked about them was the tidy habit. A lot of the butterfly bushes, the spikes will go up and then they kind of go over. This was absolutely spiky. When we saw it in the garden, and by the way, we got it Walter's Gardens in Zeeland, Michigan.
Ooh.
That's where they developed these. It was really cold there.
Yes, it
but
does.
they had them there, but it was so different from all the rest of them because a lot of the butterfly bushes, the ends of them tilt over, the blooms do. These were absolute spikes all over and also set off by the silver foliage. But that color of Prince Charming was practically fluorescent. And I love, love, love that color. But I also had the summer sangria because I like the colors together.
Yes.
Because one of them is an echo of the other. And in the ground, you can see how they look. They're not tall and leggy. 3.5 to 4 feet tall. It is a nice, rounded, tidy shrub. And that's Prince Charming right there. And that's the way it looked in the ground. It was spiky all the way around. Regular butterfly bushes only blooming on the top. Just kind of a leggy mess.
Yeah, exactly.
And I want big cut flowers to bring in. I also want something for the butterflies because I like to get out with my camera.
Oh.
And when the butterflies are on these, they're so intoxicated with it that you can get close. You know, when the butterflies are barely interested, they fly away before you can get close enough to get the picture.
Right.
You know, my camera doesn't zoom that far.
They'll be so mesmerized. You will have extra moments to capture that image. So that's why it's called the butterfly bush. It's really going to draw in that beautiful wildlife
of all the things, there's a butterfly weed called Asclepias that we also offer, which I really, really love that one. But as far as shrubs go, this should be the center of your butterfly garden because nothing will attract butterflies more than this. And of all the butterfly bushes that we've shipped out, these are the biggest ones that we ship. So when you get it, it's already big. You think you're going to have to wait? Well, you're going to have to wait about as long as it takes to open the box because this is the way that it comes out to you. It's going to start blooming immediately. That's what these do.
I think what you said is very, very smart to pick up the Prince Charming and the Summer Sangria. And you'll look very witty to have this color combination that almost looks like that watercolor effect. Your eyes will just follow from one to the next.
So finessed. In fact, I'm just going to do a little
Especially on the special low featured price of $22 and change and free shipping and handling. Very affordable. I was just wondering, is my mother-in-law on the line? Because her name's Terry from Texas. We have Terry from Texas. Good morning to you. You picked up 4 of those beautiful Georgia Bell white peach trees.
Yeah.
And
dandy.
we have Philip Watson. I'm Christine Zell. How are you, Terry?
I'm going to put them all in my front yard
and
alongside my driveway.
Oh, nice, Terry.
I want all those blossoms in my front yard.
Well,
But I don't know if I bought enough fertilizer for 4 trees to last me till September.
well,
I bought two per tree.
you've got plenty. Don't worry, that's plenty, because you only need to fertilize these every 2 to 3 weeks. That's all you do. You got 40 gallons worth in each container, and the thing is, you don't fertilize them every time you water. Just like whenever they need it, every 2 to 3 weeks. That'd be plenty.
And how about like next year, do you fertilize the same way every year?
Fertilize them the same way every year. That's correct. And then I generally stop fertilizing on Labor Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can hardly wait because I love all those pink blossoms.
Oh, aren't they beautiful?
And they have it all over my front yard and up my driveway.
You'll really enjoy that. And what I like about them is that they're manageable. So often they're just absolutely too tall for your yard and they eat everything up. I like something tidy. But I like the pinks and I like the magentas and things in the garden. And what I have is I've got the peaches because I've had in my garden now for 3 years, but I picked up these dark colors too, like in the butterfly bushes, but I also picked them up in sun patience colors. It's kind of like the stained glass colors that you would see, when you're sitting in church and drawing on the back of the program instead of listening to the sermon.
Right.
We've all been there.
I just love those colors, and I'm going to get a flower bed put up next to the front of my house and have a bunch of, I like hyacinths.
Yeah.
And I want to have those in the very front.
Oh, you'll love those.
And have all that smell of the hyacinths.
Mine are just starting to bloom right now, and then spring gives way to summer. Then you've got summer stuff going on. And, all my forsythia is starting to bloom now, but as soon as the forsythia is finished, that's when my butterfly bushes start blooming.
Are you going to bring any hyacinths?
Nope, we're not going to have any hyacinths.
Or tulips?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Terry sounds like a master gardener. You sound like you're doing a lovely job.
One year, the first year that I had a garden, I planted a tree rose in the middle of my little flower bed.
Yep.
And I planted all kinds of tulips and hyacinths, and it was so beautiful. Now, I have to dig mine up.
Yeah.
My bulbs, because they'll rot in the ground.
Right.
Where I'm at. But oh my gosh, it smelled and it looked so beautiful.
Yeah, I love that look. I love springtime, but then springtime goes, I got to be ready for summer.
That's right.
I am all ready for summer.
Terry, thanks so much for giving us a
Thank
call and
Yes,
enjoy
thank you.
your beautiful Georgia white peach tree.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care
Bye-bye.
now. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
My mother's name's Terry, and she's in Texas. I really thought that was going to be her. That wasn't. But what a lovely lady, and thank you so much for giving us a call. If you have any questions like Terry has, please give us a call, 1-800-395-1601, or just share what you've loved so much about Cottage Farms if you've had them. So let's take a look at what we had earlier. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go back to the butterfly bush and just wrap up here before we continue on. Butterfly bush, we started with 4,000. In the summer sangria,